So welcome ladies and gentlemen, back today, Q&A Sunday. It is episode 8, I believe. I think I finally got the episode right. So yeah, we're going to dive straight into it as we do. This is actually a Friday when I'm recording, so I've got the Wales game going on right now. 22 minutes in, obviously Wales not winning, but what a finish from Nangaland. And that's going to put us straight into the first question. Of course, remember to submit yours in the comments. I'll get to them next week. But the first one from Jared Lee says, Hi TTB, my question is, what goals have been your favourite in the Euros so far? Ronaldo's back heel, Shaqiri's bicycle kick. Well, Nangaland's absolute belter just, 5 minutes ago against Wales. What a strike. I mean, I was thinking to myself at that point there, do not let this guy hit the ball. He has a phenomenal strike on him. I think he's already scored a cracking goal already in one of the games. So that's going to be up there. The Ronaldo flick was different class. I didn't actually see the Shaqiri bicycle kick, so that's news to me. Italy's goals on the counter have been very good. I think as sort of a team-based goal, the Italians have definitely been up there with some fantastic goals. I mean, they just work it really quick. Even that goal against Spain in the 90th minute. There was no panic about it. It was just slowly worked to, up one side. Obviously, Spain had to push players forward. They switched play. Darmian into Pella. Bit of a deflection, but there was the volley. I mean, it was just a nicely worked team goal. So, yeah, definitely those types of goals I enjoy watching. I mean, it's nice to see an absolute screamer like Nangaland just did moments ago. But the team play goals, I think that they really will help and make shine in a tournament like this. So, good question there. Next question from Jason Giovanni dos Krasvanova. Krasvanova? Yeah, that's a fantastic name. I tell you what, that's a belter. Do you just do full body workouts then, since you only go twice a week? Yes, that is exactly the case. My brother does the same thing. He's lazy like me. I just do the same sort of routine, which isn't great because you're going to plateau and your body gets accustomed to that. I try and switch up the rep range. But I go there, I do benching straight away. I love to bench. And then I do some shrugs. You got to work on the traps, some shoulders. We move to tries, buys, finish off with some legs, some squats and stuff. So yeah, just a couple of hours down there, bang, do it all in one session, and it works out a treat for me. Wiggy Waggo says, my question, it seems too easy for you now in Master League, so why not use manual shooting as well? As manual passing would be a better challenge and maybe more satisfying when you score. Yes, I mean, I could put manual shooting on, but all that's going to happen is it's still going to be too easy to create chances. It's just going to be unrealistic now in the sense that I'm going to have maybe 15 shots and haven't scored a goal, which turns out to be a little bit more frustrating. Sorry if my face is changing colour there. I've got the TV on. I've got to watch some Wales while we're doing this. But yeah, I don't think it's going to help too much. I mean, manual shooting is difficult as it is. And to put that on and manual passing, as I say, all that's going to happen, we're going to have a lot more chances, but we're not going to score. And it's just going to turn into a little bit of a bore fest, I feel. So, I mean, PES 2017 isn't far away, and we can only hope that the AI is better. I know someone else said before about maybe starting one on PC now, but I don't know, it's just too late. It's too late. It's already July. In a month's time, probably, I'm going to say, we're going to have the demo out for PES 2017. So really is no point in starting another Master League at this point. Owen Wilson says, are you going to try the FUT draft next year? Maybe. I mean, it's a bit of a cheat, to be honest, the whole, football team, ultimate team draft, because if you get knocked out, you've got to, what have you got to do? You've got to buy another entry? I mean, what's that all about? That's stupid. He's going to be game modes that you can go in there and play. Now online these days, it just seems to be a case of you got to buy yourself something to win. So, I played Ultimate Draft and it was alright, but because every player has a stacked team, Ultimate Team Draft just turns out like my club. Arcadey, not that great. So, yeah, we'll see. Depends how I feel, to be honest. Next up, Band W1897. I'm sure that wasn't when you were born. Do you think FIFA is going too much for TV-style broadcasting presentation? Maybe it should have a bit more like playing at football matches and not just watching a match from your TV. I think PES is a bit better, and hopefully PES 2017 better replays can add to that. Yeah, apparently there are meant to be better replays. I mean, Adam has said this. They've worked on these replays from the ground up. I mean, they can't be worse than they are now. The replays in PES 2016 are slow and boring. They need to stop this slow-mo replay system. Just put it in real time. Maybe have a slow-mo strike like FIFA do at the end. But don't do the whole build-up play in slow-mo. It's just a replay that should last maybe 15 seconds. Takes 45 seconds. It's too much. And, you know, regarding your FIFA point there with the broadcast feel, I mean, they're just trying to simulate the atmosphere of a real game. I don't think it's too... I think it's not too much at the beginning of the game. I think during the match, it's a bit annoying because it's like you've got to press X constantly because, yeah, it's all pretty and it looks nice for the first week or two. And then after that, it's just boring. And you're like, come on, get a move on, hit X, hit X. And, you know, it is a little bit too much. I think they should have an option in the options menu to switch it off. That will be job done. I would turn it off, just like I turn the commentary off, because I can't be arsed listening to it, the same stuff, and obviously I do my own anyway, so there we go. Mr. Awesome says, what do you think about Croatia as Group D winners? Well, they did well for that part of it, but if you can't continue it, unfortunately that is it, and they are now out, I'm afraid. So yeah, they did well, but yeah, that's all. Cat Master, will PES or FIFA ever be like Rush Football 2? I've never played Rush Football 2. I mean, I saw that video that people were putting out claiming that this was PES 2017 and FIFA 17. Oh, wait a minute. Wales have just scored, ladies and gentlemen. They are back in the tie. There we go. Brilliant. But yeah, I mean, Rush Football 2 is a gambling, isn't it? A gambling site thing. So I can't really see it being like that. I mean, to get the animations like that would take an awful lot of work. Papa EE5 says, can you ask Adam Batty or someone who can reach Adam to add Stadium Creator again? I mean, that's an actual Stadium Creator is not going to happen, guys, unfortunately. A Stadium Editor, yeah, will always be in there. The ability to change the colour of the seats, the turf, and all that stuff. But an actual creator, I think Konami have to worry about other things right now than putting that in there. You know, sorting out some licenses, some new modes, you know, sorting out the gameplay. I think that's priority number one for now. So there's not really anyone you can discuss it with, unfortunately. It is what it is, and a Stadium Creator is something that will take an awful lot of work, and we'll have to wait an awful lot of time for. Next up from Orestes Papadopoulos. Apologise if my teeth look green. I think it's the turf coming off the TV. Normally I sit this way, but today I've had to sit this way because the sun's beaming in. He says, would you prefer going to Manchester and have a season ticket for Man United for the rest of your life, but staying there until you die, or living in Florida forever and not being able to watch Man United live ever? Continue great work, and I hope to get to 100,000 soon. Thank you very much. I hope I do as well, but we've got a long way to go. Honestly, I'm not a huge person when it comes to watching live games. I'm really not. I've never watched Orlando City live. I live around the corner. People go there and they get all excited and they say, oh, why don't you go and watch it? Number one, I'm not that interested in the MLS. Once you watch the Premier League, I mean, the MLS is whatever. It's just different kettle of fish. So honestly, I'd rather stay in Florida. I know that sounds pathetic, but I can watch Man United on the TV. If that's what you're saying here, you said I can never watch them live. So I'll just record it and then I'll watch it when it's not live. Does that work? There we go. Aditya Mitra. I probably said that wrong there. Who do you think will be the cover star of PES 2017? You know, I think Bale may be it again, honestly. They've been using Gareth Bale a lot for the Euros. Obviously, we had Neymar for PES 2016. We had Goetze for 2015. I don't know, I've got this thing in my head thinking that possibly Gareth Bale could be the cover star for PES 2017. Which wouldn't be a bad cover star, it really wouldn't. You know, he's a good player. He's been playing well in the Euros. And I think they snapped him up for the Euros. Why not use him again for PES 2017? I would. Honestly, I would. Stick him in there. Jarrett S says, what are the programs you use for your videos? I use Cyberlink Power Director 13. It's on PC. I don't use Macs. I use a PC. Macs confuse me because everything's at the opposite side. But that's what I use. Yeah, edit with that. I do compress my videos using Handbrake, just in case people have a little bit of a dodgy connection. It you know, web optimizes it a little bit more for YouTube. So yeah, go in there, Cyberlink Power Director, edit it all up, Hate Sony Vegas, tried using it, and there's just too much stuff on that screen. It's just a cluster of icons all over the shop. So yeah, that's what we use. Glenn Bennett, did you get Neymar back in my club? No, I didn't. I never got him back. He's gone. He's disappeared. He had enough of me, I guess, and then the shambles of an online fest the PES is. So, yeah. Unfortunately, he didn't return. Amaze Skills says, hey TTB, what 3 players would you want most to join Man United next season under Mourinho? Well, they've already picked up Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Interesting to see how he's going to do. There's such a mixed bag of reactions with him. You know, people that love Zlatan are like, wow, going to be a great signing. People that know what he's like sometimes. He didn't do much in the Euros. Granted, he was playing for Sweden, who really don't have anyone that great anyway. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what he can do. He is a forward, and that's what United need, an actual striker who will be in the box. One thing he will give United is an aerial threat. You know, he's 6'4". He's a very strong player. He's a very skillful player as well. He's not a player that's going to run around. He's like a Berbatov, you know. He's a better Berbatov, should I say? He's got great feet, good in the air. He will give them that aerial threat. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then there's talk of Mkhitaryan will be a fantastic signing. I mean, Paul Pogba is even in the running as well. They get them 3 players, and they've already got one of them. Yeah, that is going to help United next season massively. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a shock for a lot of those United players, because the likes of Schneiderlin probably won't be playing. I mean, Bastian Schweinsteiger, will he get in the team? Even Rooney, who knows? But they do need a massive centre-back as well. I think someone like they need like a Godin or a Manolas, someone back there who solidifies the defence, like Vidic was back in the day. So that's still what they're lacking, is a defender. Thomas FCB, who do you think will win BPL next season? Love your videos. Stay fit. Well, definitely will stay fit. It could be anyone again. You honestly cannot say there's going to be one team. It's easy in La Liga. You say, all right, it's Barcelona, Real Madrid, or Atletico Madrid. That's it. Your City A, it's going to be Juventus probably. Bayern Munich in Bundesliga. But in the Premier League, after watching Leicester last season, I mean, Leicester could be a top 5 team again. You know, they could. I don't think they're going to win it next season because they're playing Champions League football, a lot more competition, players rotating. It's going to be difficult for them. But you've got to fancy the usual. I think Chelsea will bounce back with Conte going there, no question. I think Liverpool may be more of a threat with Klopp. This time he has the ability to buy players he wants. Man United hopefully will be back up there. Arsenal will be, you know, around 3rd and 4th like they normally are. Tottenham possibly as well. So I honestly can't say. It could be any of those teams, or it could be a dark horse like we had this season. But I don't think so. I think that's a very rare case, and we're not going to have something, you know, we're not going to have a Leicester City season again for an awful long time. Andrea Silva, what are your thoughts on Iceland defeating England in the Euros? Well, if you're English, it's embarrassing. If you're Icelandic, it's different class, isn't it? And honestly, I'm not even gonna go on about how England were poor. I'm gonna just say Iceland did well. Simple as that. They got the game plan right. They stuck to it. They deserved to win it, and they got through. So you know what? Credit to your Iceland. You did well. England, you're England. Simple as that. So the last question from Luca Giraldi. My question: what's your opinion on Brexit? And are you more excited for PES 17 or FIFA 17? PS, you're a cool guy. Well, thank you very much. I try to be a very cool guy. The whole Brexit thing, which, if you guys don't know, it was the UK voting to leave the EU and all that. I mean, I live in Florida. It's not going to affect me. I honestly didn't even really know what was going on until it happened. But I think a lot of the people in the UK didn't realise just, you know, how much of a change it's going to bring, and not necessarily in a good way. I mean, the pound has already dropped off considerably. My dad just bought like $1,250 and converted that to £1,000. That is an unbelievable conversion rate. So he's happy about that. But yeah, actually, my sister and my brother-in-law both voted to leave because they were like about the immigration. They didn't want immigrants still coming in and stuff. But I don't think it was a good idea. They should have just stuck with it. Just stick with it. Why do it? You know, maybe it's going to be better in the long run, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, but that's a long, long way. I think the majority of the votes came from old people over like 50 years old. So, Yeah, I mean, I live in Florida, so it doesn't affect me. They can do what they want, and it's up to them. And am I more excited about PES 17 or FIFA 17? I mean, honestly, yeah, PES. I mean, I'd say I'm more excited to try FIFA 17, but I don't think it's going to be that much different gameplay. EA has a formula. They have their gameplay. It's not going to change too much. Even from the PS2 to the PS3 to the PS4, FIFA gameplay-wise never really truly changed that much. So I'm excited to play it, but I'm more excited to get, my PES 17 Master League underway and everything. From what I've heard about the game's changed a lot for the better. But they have to sort the AI out. If they don't sort the AI out, I'm going to be annoyed. So Konami, come on. Make Superstar actually difficult for me to win, and I will be very, very grateful. Anyway, that is all for this week. We will be back next week with more questions, more comments, more everything else. Hope you guys are enjoying the Euros. I certainly am. And I hope Italy won yesterday, but we'll find out tomorrow when I watch it. Although it's technically Sunday for you guys. So we'll be back shortly. Until next time, take care.